How we doing, lovelies? Welcome to another vlog with V. It's your girl, Veronica LaForce, back to you again on this hump day. How you doing? How's the middle of the week doing? You doing okay? It's been a day. It's been a long one for me, and I got some news from someone I love, admire, respect, and a little wise for their age. And they just said, just keep yourself busy and do whatever fills your cup. So, I'm gonna do exactly that. So for this specific vlog, I am gonna be bringing you guys once again on a journey with me to create an outfit. You may have seen another video that I mentioned I'm gonna be making a brunch outfit for this upcoming weekend show for Pride. Gonna be performing with a bunch of good Judies, and I want something new to wear, so why not make it? So I will say this is the sketch for the look. So something more of a bodysuit style, but it's gonna have the one pant leg, like I said, so I just made the leg pattern, so just attaching that to a bodysuit, to me at least, it seems easy. Make a couple gloves, and whether they attach right at the armpit, we'll see, but have straps, a little bit of a chest moment. This here is technically mesh and rhinestone, if you can read a little ledger. And then, yeah, just have it more hug your body, and I would say this is more like a nude with the straps in the same color, so we'll figure out how to do that. And again, the whole leg piece is just going to be it's going to either be nude, in which I'm going to have the fabric color for like garters or straps, or it's just going to be all the same color as the main bodice. Either way, it's going to be something simple, up my alley, and something I can push out in the next couple days. If you want to come along with me on this journey, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back and relax, and enjoy another Vlogging with V as we sew together another garment. So we have our fabric. I'm gonna be making the main garment out of this nice, shiny purple foil. The accent is gonna be what I'm gonna call this like black celestial that I made my first outfit in. And then some power mesh in a nude that I need to get in my tone, but it's just left over from a good Judy Cole. Thank you. And yeah, so we got our patterns together. So we have our front and back upper bodice. We got the abdomen, so like the lower part. The leg pattern, so the front and back, and then glove. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Like, it's just been a minute since literally I've been cutting and everything. Just my mind's been everywhere. Just everybody needs me. Everybody, like, oh my god. So we cut out our pieces. Here's a bitch. As you can tell, that's why I time lapsed it. I would definitely recommend getting a good pair of cutting shears, which I don't know where I put mine. Yeah. If not I forget what this is called. Roller cutter. That's what I was going to say. In the sewing room, we have this like electric thing that's literally electric scissors that just makes it so much easier. So we'll invest in one of those for home. Otherwise, literally just going to cut out my patterns and then come back here and sew them. But we're here. We got them together. Let's review. Okay, so before I said that, I'm going to be cutting out a leg. And so I got her here just all pinned, right sides together. So we're gonna do that, and again, because I was MR in my head, I completely fucked up on the bodice part. So you're supposed to have the front and back of the bodice, but cut them together so that way it's one seamless piece of fabric. What did your girl do? She cut the front and the front completely separate when these are supposed to, I can't hold them together, but imagine this and this as one piece. That way it's one that we just sew up the sides, good to go. On the flip side, on the back, all you do is just sew up the sides and then the zipper up the middle. Good. But we have one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here. So as opposed to just 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3. So double the pieces we need. Been here, done that, made the mistake my first time with this circle skirt, but this just creates a lot more hassle. So I am going to pin these together, sew them as best I can. We're gonna hide the seams. So I will be back with you when I have a better head on my shoulders, and yeah, see you soon. So, gotta get going. Got some dinner tonight with my dad and stepmom. Delayed Father's Day, so we're getting together up at his campsite. So we managed to cut some fabric, managed to sew a leg. Actually not bad. A little tight, but not bad, my first leg. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to attach this to the bottom of the fawn purple bodysuit, have like an asymmetrical kind of thing, so one leg, and then maybe on the left side, I will do like some sort of glove or like sleeve, and then have this just be open, regular arm, same thing with the left side. So we'll play around some asymmetry, and I'm kind of liking how it's going. I mean, trust the process. So we sewed a leg today. Let's see what tomorrow brings. So tomorrow, yeah, we should be able to get this done tomorrow. Got a couple things on the schedule, but otherwise I should be able to finish this by Sunday. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so I'll see you, if not later on today, then tomorrow.
The next day.
Ugh. Good morning, lovelies. How we doing? Doing good? Right back to where we were. So, since yesterday, I got my head a little bit on straighter. Not always straight, but, you know, a little bit clearer, I should say. And so right now I am just trying to continue on my outfit for brunch. So again, I kind of sketched this up last night after realizing what I did. And so what we're gonna do is do a asymmetrical bodysuit, or asymmetrical catsuit, you could say. So I'm gonna do the celestial fabric, like I said, the black, with the stars and everything, and then this purple foil. So that's gonna be the main part. And then so the accent is the celestial. And so we're gonna do asymmetrical, probably gonna do a glove on this side with the purple, but at least like that. And because again, I cut this so wrong, you're supposed to cut the front together, the back, at least sides together, so when they're together, like that. If that makes sense, you'll see in the end. So I end up having more panels than I needed, so I sewed and just have a couple more seams than I need, so I'm trying to cover them up. And so that's why with the trim, that's why I'm like something that goes right where the seam is, because again, top and bottom. And then something I was considering was a deep V. So usually like it goes right around my clavicle, maybe a little bit lower to show off my breasts. But for this one, I'm thinking of going more of a deep V just to connect the trim that's going to be right, like lower bust. That way it connects right here. This will be meshed a little bit, so that way it's not open. We'll see, we'll play around with it, have some fun, but that's my thoughts for it. So since then, again, I've sewed together the top and bottom of the back and front panels. Now I'm just gonna make some strips of fabric of the celestial so I can add the trim to it. So I'll be right back with you after done slicing and dicing and be back to some sewing. All right, so we just got to the center. Gonna finish off my outfit here. If not, do a little bit more work. Cut the strips, doing some trim. Gonna have some friends join us in a second, so you may see them in the background, so we'll say hi. But yes, gonna get some work done. Hopefully finish this outfit. Let's go. Hey, how we doing? Back at the home studio, as you can tell. So just did a little bit of work. Just want to go over, relax. Today's Juneteenth, so Scott has a day off, and was just chilling. So got there, finished showing a few little extras, grabbed a few things like, you know, a zipper, which I can't wait to show you to put in. But yeah, just grabbed a few other things. I did technically, let's see if I can flip this out. No, I can't. Can I? Yes. So I already attached the trim to this. It's looking pretty good. And so then I already just pinned the outside. So right now I just sewn the shoulders, and now just to make sure it's all gonna fit correctly, and then I'm just gonna sew down to the bottom. And then I'll put in the zipper later, and then add the, I'll probably cut down, like once I gotta get my bodice back here, but once I get it on the bodice, I can see where it sits. If not, I'm gonna cut it a little bit deeper so that way it meets that V, and that way I can add the extra tubes that's out of this material. So I'm gonna finish sewing the sides of this, get it all set to go, and then I'll be back with you for more final details.
The next day.
Hello, lovelies. Oop, let me just pause. Watching Denali on Ice. So, just quickly hop on here to update you with the outfit. The zipper is illegal. The fact I did this so fast and so easy. Let's see if we can get a up. So just, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the heck? It's not invisible, but like, damn. And then what we did was we hemmed each edge, even the back. We haven't done the front yet because again, we're gonna create that deeper V, but all the way up and through, and then left one leg so that way I can put the pant, leg side, sleeve, whatever you wanna call it. But then the other side is hemmed, so that way it's gonna again be that asymmetrical. So we're making some moves and I'm liking how it comes. So just gotta get the leg attached, and then I'm gonna make some bands that are gonna be in the celestial material just to add some more accent to it. So catch y'all soon. All right, back here again. So we just tried sewing it in, just did a basting stitch, which is pretty much just a temp stitch, just to see how it would hold. And for the most part, it's going pretty well. Like, I do need to just take it in on the leg a little bit so that way it just hugs it like it usually was. But for both sides, it's actually pretty good. Like, is it sitting exactly where I want? No. So usually you can see up here, like this is more high. This is just slightly lower, so not a huge deal. But again, for what I'm going for and for this first asymmetrical, it's doing the damn thing. So we're gonna try stitching her in for real and then taking in the leg just to make her fit a little bit better. We'll see you soon.
The next day.
Hola, mis amores, ¿qué pasa? No, I ain't Spanish. No, I can sling a little Spanish, but not like that. How we doing, lovelies? Here we are, Saturday, day before brunch. Is my outfit done yet? No, but we've made some progress. So right now, what I am doing is just pinning in the mesh into this V shape. So what I did was, out of the leotard, I cut that deep V to meet down at the, I'm just gonna call it midpoint for this fabric, and that way I can add in the mesh and have that cute moment. And what we're gonna do is have these go up in V's on either side. So again, just to meet that middle. So you can have this, and this with mesh right down the middle. So pinning that in, gonna get to sewing, and then just a few other details, and then we're pretty much almost done. So let's get to it. Hello. So we got the garment done. So I'm just gonna say that the garment is done because I'm done. I've done as much as I can without going crazy and trying to make this perfect, which it's not. And so I have no business making it so. All right, so this is her. So we have the mesh in. We had sewn the little accents right into the shoulder. Can you see? Right into the shoulder. And then, yeah, just do the whole thing again. Zipper in. We got the leg. We did fix the crotch because there was a little bit of space in between, but it's fitting really well. She looks amazing, looks gorge, and I'm obsessed. Like, again, I'm just getting better and better, and like, just to toot my own horn, like it's crazy how much like I've just grown. So we are now going to put her away and then just finish up the accents. Again, I'm gonna make an asymmetrical glove, so it's just gonna be a regular glove in this material, and then I'm gonna take these bands, just some 2-inch elastic bands that I've used for multiple things, whether it's like a garter, any sort of added embellishments. And I'm gonna again cover it in this and make just bands to either go both on my legs and on my arm. So 2 in the leg, 2 in the arm. So it's gonna have that asymmetry. So I'm gonna get to that, and that's just gonna be it. I will sew this at some point. That'll be next time. But for brunch tomorrow, it's gonna be sickening, it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait for people to see it. So let me just finish up some finishing touches, and I'll be back to you with the full finished garment. All right, lovelies, this is the finished brunch garment for tomorrow's drag performance out in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. My goodness gracious. I am so proud of how this came out. It looks sickening. It looks amazing. The glove and then the little bands that are going to go on my other arm. I cannot wait to wear this and slay tomorrow's stage. Be sure to check back in next week's video to see this full garment in use and tearing up that dance floor. Good night, lovelies.